To problem number 37 from homework 2.5 day 2. We're asked to sketch the graph of f of x equals the square root of 1 half x minus 4. First thing we're going to do is identify the parent function. The parent function is the square root of x. And if we get some points on the parent function, the square root of x, we should choose 0, 0, 1, 1. We're going to choose convenient values for x. So I'm going to take perfect squares. So I would take 4, and then that gives me y equals 2, and the point 9, the square root of 9 is 3. These are the points that we're going to transform. So we have to see what transformations we have in this new function. So when I multiply x by 1 half x, what I'm doing is I'm creating a horizontal stretch by a factor of 2. Remember, whatever we do to x, we actually are going to do the inverse. So the inverse of multiplying by 1 half is multiplying by 2. So this is a horizontal stretch by 2. That means for each of my x values, I'm going to multiply them by 2 when I transform the points. The other transformation that we have here is we have a minus 4, which is outside the function, outside the square root part. This subtracting 4 means we're going to have a transformation that shifts our graph down 4 units. And if we shift our graph down 4 units, that means we're going to subtract 4 from all y values. And that will give us our new points on our transform function. So I'm going to take each of these x values, I'm going to multiply them by 2. So 0 times 2 is 0, 1 times 2 is 2, 4 times 2 is 8, 9 times 2, is 18. And then I'm going to take my y values and I'm going to subtract 4. So 0 minus 4 is negative 4, 1 minus 4 is negative 3, 2 minus 4 is negative 2, and 3 minus 4 is negative 1. These give us our new points on the transformed function. So we can go ahead and we can plot these points on our transformed function. So we'd have the point 0, negative 4. Each one of these units is 1. So we should always set the scale on our graph. So 0, negative 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's our first point. We have the point 2, negative 3. And then we have the point 8, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, negative 2. And then we have the point 18, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, negative 1. So this is our function with a nice smooth curve. It's a little hard to do it on this tablet. So this is the graph of f of x, which is the square root of 1 half x minus 4. And to think about what our graph should look like, we have the parent function, which I'll go ahead and sketch in. The square root of x is at 0, 0, 1, 1, 4, 2, and 9, 3. These are points on y equals the square root of x. And if we think about our transformation, we have a horizontal stretch. So this graph is getting stretched horizontally and shifted down 4 units. So while you don't have to graph the parent function, I'm just going to put it in here for a reference. So you can see that the graph is what we would expect.